Hello, comic book fans, and welcome to another exciting edition, a special exciting edition of Cammy's Comic Corner. I am live, well, not live for you guys, but I'm live here at Rising Sun Creations in Mission Valley. As you all know, Rising Sun Creations is a sponsor of mine, and they specialize in the best of U.S. comic books, manga, and collectible toys imported straight from Japan. And why am I here today, you might ask? Well, there's a signing going on between two extraordinary artists, Sean Galloway and Ryan Benjamin, both hotshots, and I'm going to get an interview with them very shortly. So let's get right into it. I'm here at Rising Sun Creations with artist extraordinaire Sean Galloway. Now, Sean, before I start, I just want to say a friend of mine heard that I was interviewing you, and he just wanted to say he enjoys Spectacular Spider-Man a whole lot.
What's your friend's name?
My friend's name is Keith.
Keith. Thank you, Keith. I really appreciate that.
Season 2 is out on DVD, yeah?
No, season 2 is not yet. I'm not sure when it's going to come out.
By the time this comes out, it'll be out. Yeah, okay. Now, you are the artist on the Teen Titans segment of Wednesday Comics.
Right.
How does it feel to have your art that large and expanded, just like over the page in that format? That's pretty crazy, right?
It's crazy because that's just a whole lot of ugly in your face. You know, so I'm just surprised that people aren't flinching when they see it that big. but I appreciate that you think people like it.
Well, it's a great style. I feel like it's just the whole animated style. Like I'd see something in a cartoon, like perhaps Spectacular Spider-Man or a Hellboy animated. And when Eddie Berganza or DC first approached you, did you have any idea this would be this popular and like something? Because DC is usually known for making some pretty spectacular experiments.
Right. Well, so last year's Comic-Con is when I was signing at a table. My editor from Teen Titans Go had approached me. He said, "Hey, Sean, I got this project that's going to be going on." He goes, "I think you'd be really good match up with some of these guys on here." So he didn't really tell me what it kind of was, what it was going to be about. But yeah, I could tell he was really excited, and just by seeing how excited he was, I had faith in the project, and it's DC, so I kind of knew it was already going to be something good, but I didn't know it was going to be this crazy good, But yeah, it's just. And when he started later explaining, once he got more details about it, it just got me really pumped up. But the thing was that I didn't know all the artists that were going to be in it, and once I found out, I seized up. I was too scared. Too many great people in there. Yeah.
And you're also a San Diego, well, you live in San Diego, right? Or you grew up here?
Well, what happened was that the Navy brought me out here from Florida back in '93. And then when I got the Navy in '97, San Diego was just too beautiful. People were too cool. So I was like, you know what, I need to stick around, and met really cool cats like Ryan over here, and then the other pals that you saw JJ come in. And just knowing that the artists here were pretty humble, and really down to earth, it just made it worthwhile to stay out here longer, connect with them more.
I was reading in another interview with you that you were kind of self-taught. Like you went to San Diego City College here, and your professors were trying to steer you away from the whole comic books thing, because unfortunately a lot of people see that as childish. So
right, exactly.
How did it feel to give the big finger to him and like an F you and like, oh well, how do you like me now?
Well, there's been many times that I wish I could do that, but I feel the most pleasure about it is that that I took their negativity about that there's no money in it, real artist is a fine artist. I took that motivation and I really helped it give me my direction I needed until I met people like Ryan and them. But I did have two teachers that were really good over there. My life drawing teacher, her name was Nancy Livesay. My freehand drawing teacher, Andrea Singer. What Nancy taught me in the life drawing class was that, basically she looked at me as an artist that wanted to be an artist. She didn't look at me for what kind of art I want to do. She's like, well, what do you want in this class? So well, I want to draw from, learn how to draw from the pelvis down. I said, I only know how to draw from the pelvis up. She goes, all right, well, let's see what you can do. So she goes, look at the model and then let's do it. So I started drawing it. So I was looking at my paper more, and she goes, all right, stop, I see what's going on. You're trying to draw what you think you know, not what you see. So she taught me the tricks of the trade, short muscle, long muscle on the arm, same thing with the leg. And then Andrea in the freehand class, she taught me how to draw energy and forget about shape and find the connectedness of the object. So there was 2 teachers that I felt stayed with inside me when I started taking my own journey to the artistic route.
Awesome. Now, with the Wednesday comics going, are you still doing Teen Titans Go as well? Some of the covers?
No, Teen Titans Go actually, I think they discontinued it after so many issues. Oh, really? Yeah, I think they got up to about issue 60 or so. I think because the cartoon was finished, so so the stuff that I'm doing now is basically the Wednesday comics, like you said. So it's not the Teen Titans Go. This is the mainstream Teen Titans, but with a cheeky twist to it. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And what other future projects do you have, whether it be in animation or in comic books in general?
Well, good question. This character in front of you is my character from Bastion 7, is Kuda. So he's one of the villains, that's going to be in my personal property. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out the book first, and then obviously I jumped the gun. I made the toy first, and then it'll be the book. Hopefully it'll be launched by Comic-Con next year, and hopefully it gets enough buzz where people are interested in making it into an animated thing. So Ryan's going to help me try to put like an animated pilot together for it. Thanks.
And one last question. The nickname Cheeks, were you just cheeky in high school? I don't want to, bring up any bad memories from high school if this is where you caught it from, but what's that?
Well, there's no jail time stories. Okay, let's just get that out there.
Let's just cut this interview then.
So, I had this saying, it's like, my friend had a saying before, and I liked his saying so much I adapted it for my own kind of thing. So I kept saying, well, how do you emphasize something's tight? Like, oh man, the artwork is tight, or that car, that whatever it is. He was like, how tight is tight? So we're like, that's tight like a pair of butt cheeks, So the thing is that it's too long of a sentence to keep saying, and then people start catching on. So we're like, all right, we're going to call it, oh, that's cheeky. Oh, that's cheeky. And they're like, oh, that sounds kind of. So we started, oh, that's cheeks. So it sounded a little more masculine. So all right. So then we had a mutual friend named Sean Ruffner, and so every time we had a get together, they'd say, "Hey, Sean," we both turn around. They're like, "All right, you know what? Forget it. We're gonna call you Cheeks." I was like, "Cool." So it just made me feel like I was part of something, So it was cool.
So for your first art book, Between the Cheeks, that explains a lot. It's not just a play on words. It's actually what it means. Kind of
well, it's a double entendre, actually. Yeah. So let's go back to the titles of the books. Before I got to the hardback route of my books, the first one was called "Got Cheeks." The second one was called "Had Cheeks Want More," and then I felt I needed something to really get people thinking, what is he talking about? So my first hardback book, it was 2 hardbacks I put out at the same time, so it's called Grab Yourself a Handful of Cheeks. And then last year's book was called Spread the Cheeks. And then this year is called Cheeks Unclenched. But
that makes sense now.
Right. So the thing was that before I came to this title, Cheeks Unclenched, the title I came up for myself was called Love Between the Cheeks, and to me, I felt I took it too far. So I held
in comics, no way.
Yeah, exactly. But I wanted to make sure that parents felt it was safe to pick up for the kids. Right. So I held a contest where it still kept it funny, but not over the top.
And it could just go right over their heads.
Exactly. Yeah. But the other one, there was only one kind of meaning that the kids asked about. Yeah, and we didn't want that.
Well, Sean, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
If no problem. If fans are interested in getting some cheeks lovin' and whatnot, what's a website they can find you?
Oh, thank you for asking. It's www.gotcheeks.blogspot.com.
And you're on the Twitter and everything like that too?
I am on Twitter. What is that? Cheeks Galloway. Was it at twitter.com? Is that how they do it?
It's on the website, I think.
Yeah. So if you go on there, I got all kinds of stuff on my blog that you can find me some shape in some form. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well, Wednesday Comics is out on stands now. If you look back in the Teen Titans section, you'll see his wonderful artwork and enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Sean, thank you so much.
Nice meeting you.
Sean Galloway, everybody.
Thanks, guys.